Hey everyone, Nick Ellerman here. I got a quick video just kind of showing you how I go ahead and prepare for my wedding today. So we have a wedding today. We're doing the ceremony and the reception. This quick video is going to just show you how I go through my planning forms, email correspondence, everything I need the morning of to kind of get my head wrapped around what we're doing at the wedding. Song request, setting up Serato, and checking around, getting some music, and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive on in. So right here in front of me, I have my epic plan. This is my planning form that I give all of my couples, and it's what they're going to use to plan their wedding reception entertainment. In the very back of this, there is their wedding ceremony planning form, and that's what's going to help them go through and understand how a ceremony works. A lot of couples, they get married, they've been to friends' weddings, but when you go to plan your own wedding, it might be a little difficult getting your head wrapped around when the bridesmaids come out, what songs do I use, all the good stuff. So this form helps them out. So if you don't have a ceremony planning form or a reception planning form for your client, go ahead and make one. It's going to really help them plan their day, and it's going to help you to have all the details in one place so that when you prepare for the wedding, like I'm doing right now, you really know when everything's going to happen, and it's all in one packet, one place. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go over to the first page of this document, and I already have Serato opened up. And what I'm going to do is over here on my playlist, on my crate side, I'm going to make a new crate. I always make 3 crates. So I go in up here to the top and turn my phone off. All right, so let's get a little screen recording. Here we go. So I'm gonna turn a screen recording on here. Okay, so we are opened up in Serato DJ right now. And all this over here on my left is all my crates for my wedding music. For example, I had a wedding where we had 2 doctors. So it's doctors, Megan and Travis. And you can also, I always put like a little note in here, that they were doctors, other than, just Megan and Travis. And then for their wedding, I went through and I set up 3 crates. So immediately I go up here at the top and I just go 1, 2, 3, and I create 3 crates down here. So I'm not going to use these, so I'll go ahead and delete these, but I create 3, and the reason I create 3 is this is for my wedding today. So one, it will be the couple's name, and that'll be the main crate, and then inside of that crate is going to be the wedding, which that's going to hold the like the introductions, the first dance song, and any other songs that are just the core wedding songs for the night. And then the second one is going to be the request list. So this is anything they put in for their request, stuff they specifically want to hear. I'll put it in there. And these 2 lists, I don't influence any of these lists. So when I go to them, I know that this is exactly their music. Because what I'm also going to do is, if you can see on this one, I have the couple's names, I have wedding, request, then I have Nick picks, hip hop, like a canned set, a night set. So all these down here are my canned sets. So this is stuff where I might have a canned DJ routine that I do, put a lot of energy back into the dance floor. The night set, some of these might be like a compilation from something from another wedding that worked really well together, or something that I was messing around with. And most of the time I might have these like in order. Like I might want to play Michael Jackson, Uptown Funk, and then Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody, and then I want those kind of in that order because it's a nice canned routine that I've already put together and works really, really well. And then depending on what the guests are feeling, or like I'm filling it out during the ceremony and cocktail hour, like friends and family who's there, I might go up and find one of my sets in the past that I liked that really fit this couple. For example, here's like a 2000s hip hop, and it's got a little bit of some throwbacks. I will take that and just drop it in there. So at the beginning of the day, right now before I go to the wedding, I'm gonna have just their own music. And then, for example, say there's these Nick picks, for example, I'll just move this down into their crate as part of their night. So I can access it really quickly and I don't have to fumble through here and pick music that it would be great music, but it just wouldn't fit that couple. So I only want to keep their night kind of in their crate. So that's what I do right now. So that's what I'm doing this morning. So to do that, for example, I take my planning form and I take the bride's name and then I take the groom's name and I go ahead and put them in here. So I got Jaden Scott. The next thing I want to do is in the wedding crate, I'm going to look through here and I'm going to go to where I have my introductions. So into my introductions, I already have a place where they can put their introduction song. So this is more of a country style wedding. So they chose High Valley, Make You Mine. So what we're going to do is come up here to the top of Serato, click on all, scroll all the way back down without clicking a second time. And you're going to go in the search box. And then you're just going to type in High Valley. And what I've done is, this is a song that I don't normally have in my arsenal, I guess you'd call it. Don't do too many country weddings. So the Make You Mine, High Valley, I went to iTunes, and any specific request, introductions, first dance, family dances like father, daughter, mother, son, I always buy the song from iTunes. I buy the high quality song from iTunes. Other requests throughout the night, I may go back and get them off of record pools or download them other ways, but there's no reason to take a chance on a bad quality song or have some weird edit when you're downloading it, like you're ripping a song from YouTube, for example. Not worth it for first introductions and first dances. So today I bought High Valley, the Make You Mine song, and then they have another song for one of their dances by Brett Eldridge. And so these are the two songs that I purchased for today. And it's usually about 2 or 3 songs that I don't have for the wedding day. And that's really all the prep that I need to do as far as purchasing music. So what I'm gonna do is I went in here and Make You Mine. So I went ahead and dragged it from iTunes and I pulled it into my Serato. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the comment. So this is gonna be first dance. So now I know it's their first dance. Now notice how the BPM and the key is not filled in. So I need to take this song and I'm just gonna pop it up here. There's a way to analyze your whole entire library. I'll show you that in just a second, but I was just gonna pop it in here. And then I'll go ahead, set my cue point, and then that song is set to go. The next song is, I already goofed here. So this is introductions. Okay. I can do intros. So this is intros for the bridal party. If we go on the next page, we have how the couple wants to be introduced. And then the next thing we're gonna do is the first dances and then the family dances, which are the father, daughter, and mother, son. So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna have, we pulled in Lee Bryce, I Don't Dance. And then the second one is My Little Girl. Now we already have this from a previous wedding. So we wanna go ahead and we're just gonna take out the previous father's name, and we'll just have it the father-daughter dance. And I usually put a little slash. So we get the father-daughter dance. And over here you can make sure they stay organized. So I got Make You Mine, I Don't Dance. Then we have the father-daughter dance, which is My Little Girl, Tim McGraw. We have Carrying Your Love With Me, and that's going to be the mother-son. And then we need to add one more. So there goes My Life. So we'll go back up here to all. All right. So we got the Kenny Chesney song, and we're gonna move all the way down here, and we're gonna drag that into weddings. So once you drag it into weddings, we're gonna go here, and we're going to, this is additional family member. And then we'll actually put their name in there. So this is for Scott, and Scott is the groom. So you can put a note in there. And this is for Scott and Skylar. So this way you know who is it specifically for, father, daughter, mother, son. You can put those names in there too. So for example, we got Jade, who's the bride, and Kenny. And then mother, son, we have Scott. All right, let's get the first dances, and this will just stay just like this. If there's anything more specific, we would do something different, maybe add something, some more notes. But all in all, this is pretty good. This is all we need to kick off the night, and this way it's in one crate. It's a quick go-to if the planner needs us to go ahead and start the intros, start the first dance. There's no hunting around. When we pull up our intros, we have it queued, it's ready to go. Same thing with the first dances, father, daughter, mother, son, and then the family member dance. So those are all set. What I also will put in here is cake cutting songs. So they wanted me just to pick a cake cutting song. Ray LaMontagne is pretty much my standard go-to. It's just a good song if there's nothing chosen. And then that way, see, it just lives down here at the very bottom as the cake song. So while we're in here, we want to quickly go through the planning form, and we're going to look for the last request, which is bouquet and garter. Nothing specific, and I'll just leave it open because depending on what mood the dance floor is in, I'll pick just one off the top of my head that I know works really well. So we'll do that later in the night. We won't even plan that here. Then they want to do shout at the end of the night, which is cool. I like to do it maybe halfway through the night, but if they specifically won't shout later, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it into their wedding set, so it's right here. As far as requests goes, so I don't clear out my history from the last wedding that I did, just so that I can see these in blue, and then when I go to my request list that's in this packet, so for example, they decided to email me a list of their request songs, which is completely cool. So what I'll do is I'll just go through here, put these songs into the request list, and go from there. So we'll have, we got about 11 songs requested, and there's 2 songs here that are not analyzed. So I know I have all my songs, I have all my wedding songs here, all my picks from a wedding I did previously that I really liked, just some new stuff that's working really well. I'm gonna click on Jaden Scott's album, And then I'm gonna drag it up in here to analyze files. I'm just gonna let go. So what this is gonna do is this is gonna find any files that I have that I haven't analyzed, like the 2 new songs that I bought, and then 1 song that I downloaded for them that was kind of a one-off YouTube song. And so this is all analyzing all that music. Always analyze your music before you're going to play that crate. You don't need the computer doing any more work than it should while you're in a performance. I've gotten a bad spot where I was analyzing music. I was doing like a WAV file recording of the night. It was like an hour-and-a-half set so far. And the computer was just like, it was crunching that stuff, and you could see it slowing down just a little bit. And you always want to be set up for success. So analyze all your stuff ahead of time that you know you're going to play or think you might play before you're done in Serato. So right now we're finished in Serato. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to click on iTunes, and we're going to go up here and we're going to create a new playlist. Okay, so this playlist, we're just going to do Jade and Scott Ceremony. So we got Jade and Scott Ceremony right there. And what we're going to do is come in here to their ceremony form, and we want to just double check on what they're looking for in their wedding ceremony. So right here on the form we have acoustic instrumental, so that's the vibe they want to have before their wedding, and I have all of that in my Spotify. So I have a really good instrumental playlist, and you guys can check this out. It's called Instrumental Acoustic Guitar for Studying. It's study music, but I mean it is the best acoustic music that I've found. I really enjoy it. I play it for a lot of weddings. So go ahead and use that if that helps you guys. It's 86 songs long, so you have plenty of songs. I thought this is kind of fun. They wanted to do Beethoven's Ode to Joy. I don't have Ode to Joy. It's not something that I regularly listen to. So we're just going to go in here, find something. So you don't want to find something that's just off the wall, pomp and circumstance, organ-ish, all that good stuff. When you listen to that doesn't fit. So when you're picking these songs, you want to find something that actually fits. So there you go. See, this is perfect. We'll try one more. No. So when you hear it, you know it's the one that fits. And so this one, what we're going to do, yes, I want to buy it. So we have Ode to Joy, Victoria, Patterson, wedding music. See, it's wedding music. But just don't buy the first thing that is the name of the song. Curate your music as much as you possibly can. That takes the cheesiness out of the stereotypical, what are you playing scenario. So we got that Ode to Joy. Let's see if there's anything else. All You Need Is Love. I know I have that one. So this is what we do. The acoustic instrumental is going to be taken care of by Spotify. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and clicked on the download button. So all of these songs, right here, they are going to be downloaded on the computer. So if I don't have a Wi-Fi connection or internet, I'm fine. So this will be playing as guests are arriving, set up. And then when the bridal party is ready to go ahead and come through, we're going to jump on over here to our song that we just had, and we're going to pull that down into Jade and Scott's Ceremony. Here we go. So now this song will be ready to go right when we click on their playlist. And then they're going to be sent off to All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. So we'll just stay in our library. The Beatles, All You Need Is Love. Bring that right down in here. Okay, so boom. Usually wedding ceremonies have, 4 to 6 songs. Sometimes this one only has 2 plus the acoustic instrumental that we have right here. So now we are set with the wedding ceremony music. After this is finished, you got everything for the ceremony, you got everything for the wedding, you're set. The last thing that I do is something I want to show you right now is
a drink for when the ref keeps screwing with your team.
Okay.
But you brought screwdrivers to the tailgate, and that's never.
We got our nice pop-ups there. All right, where were we? Let's go to, okay, so we got Serato is taken care of. We have our Spotify and our iTunes for our ceremony music and our cocktail hour. They just wanted some nice, let's see here. These guys looking for, so they didn't really have a preference on cocktail hour. They just wanted something kind of easygoing. Let's see here. Yeah, acoustic love songs, anything relaxing. So I definitely have a bunch of these playlists that I've already curated. All my playlists in Spotify are highly curated playlists. It's not necessarily like this one for this wedding ceremony processional where it's just a bunch of acoustic. A lot of this stuff is like stuff for cocktail hour, dinner, and it's all stuff that I've curated over years. So it's like 3 years of just the best of the best in these lists. So I know and I'm confident I can just go to them and play them and they're gonna be great. I do update them every now and then if there's something new that I want to add to it, but it's kind of like a living playlist. So kind of think of your stuff like that. Okay, last but not least, we are going to go into, we're in Spotify. And so this is where I end my getting ready for my weddings. I go into Spotify, I'm going to click Browse, and then I'm going to go to Charts. There's 2 charts, you got the global top 50 and then you have the US top 50. So I'm gonna go to the US top 50. And I'm just gonna look in here and see if anything catches my eye. It's not too much in here right now. And you also wanna see, you have the play count. So this Rockstar song, oh, I got this on mute, and that's why. So it's pretty popular right now. Got another song. So some of these, they're popular, but depending on if they're wedding appropriate or not is when I'll actually go through and put something together. The other thing is I always carry Wi-Fi with me to my weddings. So if there's something that's like a last minute request, I can do that. But other than that, once I go through the Spotify, find some stuff that I like, that's pretty much my last step. So let's just see if I can already have one. Okay, say for example, Wild Thoughts. Say this song, I wanted to get this. So I'm not going to go to iTunes because it's just going to be the standard song. I want a little bit more variety. So what I'm actually going to go to is direct music. So I go to direct music service. It's DMS for short. So I'm going to go ahead and come into this. And they already have like kind of like the weekly picks already put in here, but I'm gonna go straight to, I'll go straight to that one song, Wild Thoughts, and then I'll look through and actually find a version that I like. So for example, just kind of fast forwarding to the future, let's type in Wild Thoughts. Okay, so this one was a Scooter remix, so he does pretty good remixes. You get the guitar first, and it's clean. I always download clean music. You never know where you're gonna be. So this one has a really nice, just intro that's just simple, clean. You can really mix it with a lot of music, kind of getting in and out of different songs if you might have that situation going on. But that is it. So we are set up with music. We used our planning form, and that helped us with our ceremony setup, our reception setup, and going through and putting our crate together in Serato DJ. All right, so what we've done is we've gone through our whole entire planning form packet with our ceremony and reception music. We put everything in Serato DJ, iTunes, and double checked on our Spotify for any cocktail hour playlists like that, and getting ready for the prelude and the ceremony. Hope this guys helped you with planning your clients' wedding entertainment music. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Put a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video.